Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Bold and beautiful preview. As RJ goes ballistic, Steffy's ready to stop Deacon's madness. In the latest The Bold and the Beautiful preview for April 15 to 19, everyone thinks Deacon is losing it. Read on and watch the preview below. Poor Deacon, as he sent what he thought was Shayla's body into the flames of the crematorium, noticed she had 10 toes when the sheet on her body slipped. 10 toes, he told Finn, as well as his feelings that Sheila might be alive still, but everyone simply thought it was his grief talking. Eventually, Finn started to wonder if Deacon really saw what he saw, much to Steffy's shock. Not backing down, Deacon's search for answers led him to discover messages between Sheila and her just as crazy look-alike Sugar. Coming up, Lauren yells at Deacon, "I never want to hear her name again." Meanwhile, Finn says to Steffy, "Deacon's in a bad place." Steffy replies, "He needs to stop this." Armed with what he discovered about Sugar, will people begin to believe Deacon's theory that Sheila is alive somewhere? With Thomas in Paris, RJ wanted himself, Luna and Zend to step up and help Hope with her fashion line. Hope agreed and wanted Luna and Zend to work closely together. Luna finally cracked and last week began to tell RJ the events that happened the night of his grandfather's party and how her mother's special mints played a part in it all. Coming up, RJ exclaims to Luna, "My cousin, you too?" Luna cries, "I'm sorry. RJ, please." She reaches for RJ, who pulls away. Things escalate quickly as RJ confronts his cousin. Zende hollers at RJ, "Blame me, don't blame her." RJ yells, "I do blame you," and punches him. Will RJ and Luna make it through this? In the picturesque landscape of Los Angeles, where beauty reigns supreme and drama lurks around every corner, the bold and beautiful universe is set to erupt in a whirlwind of emotions. As the sun sets on the Forrester mansion, secrets simmer beneath the polished facade, and tensions mount with each passing moment. At the heart of the storm is RJ Forrester, the fiery young scion of the illustrious Forrester family. With his chiseled features and piercing gaze, RJ exudes the unmistakable charisma of his lineage. But beneath the surface lies a tempest of turmoil, ready to unleash its fury upon those who dare to cross him. As the scene unfolds, RJ stands in the grand foyer of the Forrester estate, his fists clenched in barely contained rage. His eyes blaze with an intensity that sends shivers down the spines of those around him. For weeks he has watched in silent anguish as his mother, Brooke Logan, succumbs to the manipulative charms of Deacon Sharp, a man with a dark past and a penchant for chaos. But tonight RJ has reached his breaking point. With a primal scream, he unleashes his pent-up fury, shattering the tranquility of the mansion with a single blow. Crystal vases and porcelain figurines crash to the ground, mirroring the chaos that threatens to consume him. Meanwhile, in a secluded corner of the estate, Steffy Forrester watches the spectacle unfold with a mixture of concern and determination. With her golden locks cascading over her shoulders and her steely gaze fixed upon the unfolding drama, Steffy exudes an aura of strength and resilience. For weeks, she has stood by helplessly as Deacon Sharp worms his way into her family's lives, leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. But now, as she watches her brother spiral into madness, Steffy knows that she can no longer afford to remain on the sidelines. With a resolute nod, Steffy steps forward, her heels clicking against the marble floor with purposeful intent. As she approaches RJ, she reaches out a hand to steady him, her touch a beacon of calm in the midst of the storm. "RJ, stop," she implores, her voice ringing out with a clarity that cuts through the chaos. "This isn't the answer. We can't let Deacon destroy our family." For a moment, RJ wavers, his eyes flickering with uncertainty. But then, with a defiant shake of his head, he pulls away from Steffy's grasp. "You don't understand, Steffy," he growls, his voice raw with emotion. "Deacon has Mom wrapped around his finger. If we don't stop him now, who knows what he'll do next." Steffy's heart clenches at the desperation in her brother's voice, but she knows that there is no turning back now. With a steely resolve, she squares her shoulders and meets RJ's gaze head-on. "Then we'll stop him together," she declares, her voice unwavering, "no matter what it takes." And so, as the bold and beautiful saga unfolds, the stage is set for a battle of epic proportions. With RJ poised on the brink of destruction and Steffy ready to confront the demons of her past, the fate of the Forrester family hangs in the balance. But one thing is certain: as long as there is love, loyalty, and the unbreakable bonds of family, they will weather the storm and emerge stronger than ever before. For in the world of the bold and beautiful, nothing is impossible when hearts beat as one. B&B spoilers. Monday, April 15. RJ is stunned by the truth from Luna. The bold and the beautiful B&B spoilers for Monday, April 15, 2024, tease a tense day in fictional LA as Luna drops a confusing bomb and Steffy takes charge. Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, and the powers that be at B&B still do not understand that Luna had non-consensual sex with Zenda Forrester, Dylan Demetz, when she was high on her mother's mints, which we assume at this point were THC edibles. In Luna's mind, she cheated on RJ Forrester, Joshua Hoffman, and that puts her in the wrong. She finally tells RJ what happened, and he goes ballistic. How could this be? He thought he knew Luna. Heck, he also thought he knew his cousin Zend, and now they both betrayed him. Luna is still feeling all kinds of guilt over something that wasn't her fault, and Zendid is still living in some alternate world, where he might have a future with Luna one day, and tells Carter Walton. Lawrence sang Victor, just as much. What he didn't want was for Luna to tell RJ the truth and cause this rift within his family. Just when Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Massinswood, believes she is rid of Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, for good, and that it happened at her own hands, John Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, comes along with a surprise. Deacon Sharp, scene canon, is sure that Sheila is still alive because the woman who was turned to ashes had all 10 of her toes while Sheila only had 9 toes. After all, she cut one off when she faked being mauled by a bear. Steffy needs this nonsense to stop right away, so she heads to Il Giordano to have a talk with Deacon and set him straight. She plunged that knife into Sheila's chest herself and saw the woman die on her living room floor. Then, she moved on with her life and broke up a couple in love just for the heck of it. She needs Deacon to get this Sheila is alive idea out of his head and stop trying to convince her husband of things that aren't true. Tune into The Bold and the Beautiful weekdays on CBS to see how these stories play out. In the quaint town of Oakdale, where whispers of secrets breeze through the streets like the rustle of leaves on a summer afternoon, the local bed and breakfast, affectionately known as Whispering Pines, was bustling with the energy of a new day. The air was crisp, infused with the promise of revelations yet to unfold, as Monday, April 15, dawned upon its tranquil facade. Within the walls of this charming establishment, nestled amidst rolling hills and towering pines, life intertwined with the threads of destiny, weaving a tapestry of love, betrayal, and unexpected twists. And on this fateful morning, the arrival of Luna, a mysterious traveler with a past shrouded in enigma, would send shockwaves through the heart of RJ, the innkeeper, whose own secrets lay buried beneath layers of time. As the sun cast its golden rays upon the sleepy town, Luna stepped into the foyer of Whispering Pines, her presence a beacon of intrigue. With raven hair cascading over her shoulders like a midnight waterfall and eyes that held the secrets of 1,000 lifetimes, she exuded an aura of mystery that captivated all who crossed her path. RJ, a ruggedly handsome man with a heart as vast as the endless sky, greeted Luna with a warm smile, though his eyes betrayed a flicker of recognition mingled with apprehension. Little did he know that her arrival would unravel the carefully constructed walls he had built around his heart, exposing him to a truth he had long sought to bury. Over breakfast in the cozy dining room, Luna's gaze met RJ's with a knowing glint, as if she could see straight through the facade he wore like armor. Sensing an unspoken connection, RJ found himself drawn to her, his curiosity piqued by the secrets she harbored within. As they exchanged pleasantries, the conversation danced around topics of no consequence, yet beneath the surface an undercurrent of tension simmered, waiting to erupt like a dormant volcano. And then, like a bolt of lightning illuminating the night sky, Luna spoke words that sent shockwaves through RJ's soul. "Luna," he whispered, his voice barely audible above the hum of conversation around them. What are you saying?" With a somber expression, Luna leaned in closer, her eyes locking with his in a silent communion of souls. "The truth, RJ," she replied, her voice tinged with sorrow. "The truth about what happened that fateful night all those years ago." RJ's heart hammered in his chest like a drumbeat echoing through the corridors of time as Luna revealed a long-buried secret that threatened to unravel the fabric of his existence. Memories long suppressed surged to the forefront of his mind, each one a shard of shattered glass piercing his consciousness. Unable to bear the weight of the truth any longer, RJ excused himself from the table, his mind reeling with the implications of Luna's revelation. Outside, the world seemed to blur into a haze of uncertainty as he grappled with the consequences of his past actions. In the quiet solitude of his office, RJ pored over old photographs and letters, each one a breadcrumb leading him down a path he had long feared to tread. And as the pieces of the puzzle fell into place, he found himself confronted with a choice that would define the course of his future. Meanwhile, Luna watched from afar, her heart heavy with the burden of the truth she had revealed. Though her intentions had been pure, she knew that the ripple effects of her revelation would be felt far and wide, forever altering the lives of those entwined in its wake. As dusk descended upon Whispering Pines, casting long shadows across the landscape, RJ emerged from his solitude with a resolve that burned like a flame in the darkness. With Luna by his side, he would confront the demons of his past and forge a new path forward, guided by the light of honesty and redemption. And so, as the stars twinkled overhead like diamonds scattered across the velvet sky, RJ and Luna embarked on a journey of healing and self-discovery, their hearts bound together by the unbreakable bonds of truth and forgiveness. For in the end, it was not the secrets we kept that defined us, but rather the courage to confront them and emerge stronger on the other side. And in the hallowed halls of Whispering Pines, where the whispers of the past mingled with the promise of tomorrow, RJ and Luna found solace in each other's arms, united in their quest for redemption.